Hey Yahweh, you got a minute?
What is it?
I got a question. You've been acting, well, different recently. Is anything wrong?
I have no beginning and I have no end. I never change. What are you talking about?
Well, just, after you sent Jesus, you've kind of been out of it and acting very differently.
What do you mean differently?
Just, not killing people and changing your entire law.
I did not change my law.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused.
Fine. In fact, it seems you don't know much about me. Just start from the beginning. Here's a Bible. Just read it. If you have any questions, go listen to my apologist. They'll explain it. I really don't have time for this shit.
Sorry, Yahweh. I'll let you get back to, whatever you do. And I'll look into this. The Bible. Jesus, that shit's long. Plus all his apologists? Holy fuck. I better get started. Oh look, a picture Bible. It's for 6 years old and under. Perfect. This will take way less time than the whole fucking Bible.
In the beginning, the world was empty.
Well, that's kind of weird. I did glance at the first page of the giant fucking book with fucking 12-point font all the way through it, and it said, in the beginning God, not in the beginning the world. Maybe I gotta fucking keep the real book close for cross-reference. Kid's book doesn't seem that trustworthy.
Darkness was everywhere, but God had a plan.
This 4 translation parallel fucking enormity of a Bible that Yahweh gave me talks about the Spirit of God being upon the waters. Okay, I guess he made it with water on it? Was it only water? Sure looks like what the artist thought as well. But I guess that's not the point. It says God had a plan. This is starting well, but the adult Bible doesn't really have anything about a plan. Maybe that's just later.
God separated the light from the darkness. Let there be light, he said, and the light turned on.
Oh wow, energy was just created? That's quite impressive. From what I learned in basic physics, that's impossible, but I guess Yahweh's magic doesn't have to obey the laws of time and space. From what I learned about more advanced physics, the Big Bang Theory does not address what existed before the singularity. And we also know from E equals MC squared that matter and energy are interchangeable and can convert from one into the other. But our current understanding of the Big Bang does not address where matter and or energy came from. But leading theoretical physicists point out that since gravity is negative energy, the net energy of the universe is 0. So it may literally take nothing to create a universe. But that last part is certainly still only a hypothesis.
He called the light day.
Really? Now he's calling light day? This is just adding more questions and making it more confusing. What the fuck? Isn't a day just the time that it takes the Earth to make a full rotation? 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.1 seconds to be exact. Sure, we call it daytime and nighttime, but that refers to which way the Earth is facing in relation to the sun. But the sun isn't even created yet at this point. Speaking of the sun, how is this water world not an ice world after just a few days without a sun? Maybe God's magic light source is keeping it warm.
And he called the darkness night.
The fuck? No sun equals no night. Yes, during nighttime it's dark because we're in the shadow of the Earth. Whatever, let's just move on.
This was the end of the very first day. Then God said, I will divide the waters.
Oh, okay, I guess he's gonna make land now.
He separated the waters in the clouds above from the waters in the ocean below. He called the space between them sky.
Whoa! I didn't think that's what he meant. The full Bible says he put a space between the water above and the water below and called it sky, or a firmament. If he was talking about the clouds, how is the sky between the clouds and water? Isn't there sky above the clouds too? Clearly the waters above is referring to something above the sky. Seems like they thought the outside of the atmosphere was water. I've been telling Yahweh since forever to write the Bible himself, but he insisted on having ancient people write it with his quote-unquote inspiration.
This was the end of the second day.
Really, his days are starting out pretty light. Just the earth, its water, and light on the first day, and just the sky on the second. Yahweh could really benefit from a time management class.
Next, God rolled back the waters and some dry ground appeared.
Rolled back the waters to where? Whatever. God magic, I guess.
He made plants of many shapes and colors. He made mountains, hills, and valleys. This was the end of the third day.
He made all these plants and still no sun?
God put a shining sun in the sky for daytime.
Finally, holy shit.
He put a glowing moon and twinkling stars in the sky for nighttime.
The full Bible refers to the moon as the lesser light. Yahweh really should have just written this himself, because we now know that light that we see from the moon is really light generated from the fusion created in the sun, just being reflected. It also says the sun, the moon, and the stars were placed in the sky or the firmament. So all these stars were placed between the waters above and the waters below. How are all these stars placed between the waters above and the waters below, especially if the waters above is supposed to be the clouds?
This was the end of the 4th day.
And now, way more questions. Jesus, I wish Yahweh would just be fucking straightforward with me.
On the 5th day, God made swishy fish and squiggly creatures to live in the ocean. Then God made the birds to fly across the sky. On the 6th day, God made animals to creep, crawl, hop, and gallop.
Wait, so God created all the animals, gave them all signs of having evolved from a common ancestor, buried fossils of a whole trail of evidence leading to the conclusion of common ancestry. What's the point of making all the fake fossils that are stratified by a layer where each of the geologic layers shows an increasing diversity of life over time? Plus, why did he make the genome for telling who you are related to in your family also apply to other species, allowing us to map out specific stages instead of having to guess from the fossil record?
All part of that perfect plan.
I guess.
Then from the dust, God made the most wonderful ape of
Wait.
creature of all, a person.
Okay, so God makes a human, and also a ton of fossils that point us to a common ancestor, including fossils of other human species. This is getting out of control. According to this, he only made Homo sapiens, which just so happens to be the only extant human species. Also, why did God decide to make us primates? And if people are above all creatures, are primates a little higher than other animals? And are mammals since we're mammals? Okay, moving on.
God named him Adam. On the 7th day, God rested.
Okay, let's see what crazy shit Adam gets into.